So these are the functions of the petiole. It holds the lamina to sunlight. The petiole is also flexible, so it allows the lamina to flutter in wind and also provide cooling effect of the lamina and also supply fresh air on the surface of the lamina. These are the functions of the petiole. Next, lamina or leaf blade. Lamina or leaf blade. What is the definition for lamina or leaf blade? A green colored flattened portion present at the tip of the petiole. A green colored flattened portion present at the tip of the petiole. That is called as a leaf blade or lamina. What is lamina? It is the main photosynthetic part in a leaf. The lamina is the main photosynthetic region of the leaf. Lamina is the main photosynthetic region of the leaf. Next, the lamina also having midvein and lateral veins. The lamina also having midveins and lateral veins. What are veins? Anybody? What are veins? Veins are nothing but the vascular bundles present in a leaf. Veins are nothing but vascular bundles in a leaf. They are the vascular bundles in a leaf. What is the function of veins? Provide a rigidity to the lamina. Rigidity means a strength. Lamina provide, the veins provide rigidity to lamina and also helpful for conduction of water, minerals and also food materials. So that is the function of the lamina. Lamina is the main photosynthetic region of the leaf. It also having veins and veinlets. Veins provide rigidity to the lamina and also helpful for translocation of water, minerals and food materials. So that is regarding leaf. Next, venation. Venation. What is venation? Yes, arrangement of veins in the lamina, that is called as venation. Arrangement of veins. Venation is of two types. One is reticulate, second one is parallel. Venation is of two types, that is reticulate venation and parallel venation. What is meant by reticulate? The veins are arranged in the form of net-like. Net-like arrangement of veins, that is called as reticulate. So reticulate venation is the characteristic feature of dicots. Reticulate venation is the characteristic feature of all dicots. That is wrong. Most of the dicots. Because some monocots also having reticulate. Monocots like smilax and Dioscorea also having reticulate. So having reticulate venation is the characteristic feature of dicots. So most of the dicots having reticulate, not all dicots. Because some monocots also having reticulate like smilax and Dioscorea. What is parallel? The veins are arranged parallel in the lamina. Veins are arranged parallelly like this. This is lamina leaf. So these are the veins which are arranged parallel to each other. The veins are arranged parallel to each other in the lamina. That is called as parallel venation. So having parallel venation is also the characteristic feature of most of the monocots. Most of the monocots, not all monocots. Some dicots also shows parallel venation. Example, dicots like Eryngium and Calophyllum having parallel venation. Eryngium and Calophyllum like dicots also shows parallel venation. So that is regarding venation. So reticulate venation is present in dicots and parallel venation is present in most of the monocots, not all monocots. Next are types of leaves. There are two types of leaves. Yes, simple and compound. Simple leaves and compound leaves. What is meant by simple? Leaf has only one lamina. The leaf has only one lamina. Such kind of leaves are called as simple leaves. In simple leaves, the lamina may be entire or shows incision. Incision means breakdown. The lamina may be entire like this. This is leaf. This is entire margin. Or sometimes the lamina shows incision. So this is incision margin. So in simple leaves, the lamina may be entire like this, and the lamina shows incision. And you have to remember, the incision will not touch the midrib. The incision will not touch the midrib. If it touches the midrib, it becomes a compound leaf. In simple leaves, incision occurs, but will not touch the midrib. The simple leaf that shows incision, that can be seen in mustard. Mustard also having a simple leaf with incision. Next, a compound leaves. Incision of the lamina takes place either up to midrib or up to tip of the petiole and forms a leaflets. If the lamina was dissected and forms a leaflets, such kind of leaves are called as compound leaves. So incision takes place either up to midrib or up to tip of the petiole and forms a leaflets. Such kind of leaves are called as compound leaves. Next, a compound leaves again divides into two types. One is pinnately compound leaves. Second one, palmately compound leaves. Pinnately compound and palmately compound. What is pinnate? Incision takes place up to midrib and forms leaflets. Incision takes place up to tip of the petiole and forms leaflet, that is palmate. Incision takes place up to midrib and forms leaflets, that is called as pinnately compound leaf. Up to midrib. And forms leaflets. Incision takes place up to midrib and forms leaflets, that is called as pinnately compound leaves. So this is simple leaf. So this is midrib. The incision takes place up to midrib like this. Incision takes place up to midrib. So these are called as leaflets. Finally, it looks like this. These are leaflets. Incision takes place up to midrib and forms leaflets. Where leaflets are present? On the midrib. What is the position of leaflets? On the midrib. Now this midrib is called as rachis. Now the midrib may also be called as a rachis. So in a pinnately compound leaf, what is the position of leaflets? On the rachis. What is rachis? A modified midrib. Rachis is nothing but a modified midrib. What are pinnately compound leaves? The incision of the simple leaf takes place up to. So simple leaf converts into compound leaf. The incision of the lamina takes place up to midrib and forms the leaflets. So the leaflets bears on the midrib. That midrib now function as a rachis. So in pinnately compound leaf, what is the position of the leaflets? On the rachis. So what is this? This is petiole. This is not midrib. This is petiole. From this to here, it is called as midrib. That is called as rachis. What is the position of axillary bud in pinnately compound leaves? Axil of the petiole. This is axillary bud. Axillary bud present at the axil of the petiole or axil of the leaf, but not at the axil of the leaflets. No axillary bud present at the axil of the leaflet. The entire compound leaf having how many axillary buds? Only one. The entire compound leaf having only one axillary bud that is located at the axil of the petiole. Example for plants having pinnately compound leaves. Pinnately compound leaf, that is nothing but pea plant. And a neem plant. And also coconut. And also cycas like gymnosperm. We said earlier, cycas also having pinnately compound leaves. Another example, tamarindas. Tamarindas also having pinnately compound leaves. So that is about pinnate. So what is the position of leaflets in pinnately compound leaves? On the rachis. Next, second one, palmately compound leaves. Palmately compound leaves. What is palmate? The incision of the lamina takes place up to the tip of the petiole, not up to the midrib. The dissection of the lamina takes place up to the tip of the petiole and forms leaflets. So this is leaf, simple leaf, and this is midrib, and this is called as petiole. So the incision of the lamina takes place up to the tip of the petiole like this. The incision of the lamina takes place up to the tip of the petiole and forms leaflets. That is called as palmately compound leaves. In palmately compound leaves, where leaflets are located? Tip of the petiole, not on the rachis. Where the leaflets are located? Or the tip of the petiole. So in palmately compound leaf, rachis is absent. Rachis is present to pinnately compound leaf. Rachis is absent in palmately compound leaf. In palmately compound leaf, what is the position of leaflets? Tip of the petiole. So this is the tip of the petiole. This is the tip of the petiole. These are leaflets. This is petiole. So these are leaflets. So palmately compound leaves are present in silk cotton. Scientific name? Bombox. Bombox ceiba. Very, very important point. For NEET point of view, it was given for many times. Palmately compound leaves are present in silk cotton. So that is about types of leaves. So leaves are of two types, that is simple leaves and compound leaves. In simple leaves, the leaf having only one lamina. That lamina may be entire or shows incision. If incision occurs in a simple leaf, what happened? It will not touch the midrib. If it touches the midrib, it becomes a compound leaf. So compound leaves are of two types. Pinnately compound and palmately compound leaves. In pinnately compound leaf, the incision of the lamina takes place up to midrib and forms leaflets. So what is the position of leaflets in pinnately compound leaf? On the rachis. What is rachis? A modified midrib. What is the position of axillary bud in pinnately compound leaf? Axil of the petiole. In palmately compound leaves also, the axillary bud is present at the axil of the petiole. This is axillary bud. So you have to remember, no leaflet axil having axillary bud. So the entire compound leaf, it may be the pinnately compound or it may be the palmately compound, has how many axillary buds? Only one, that is located at the axil of the petiole. In simple leaf also having only one axillary bud, that is also located at the axil of the petiole. So either in simple leaves or in pinnately compound leaves or in palmately compound leaf, the axillary bud is located at the axil of the petiole, not at the axil of the leaflet. So that is of the types of leaves. Next heading, phyllotaxy. 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 What is phyllotaxy? Arrangement of the leaves on the stem. Arrangement of leaves on the stem. Arrangement of leaves on the stem, that is called as phyllotaxy. How the leaves are arranged? The leaves are arranged systematically, mathematically, without any gap. The leaves are arranged systematically, mathematically on the stem, without overlapping. Without overlapping. The leaves are not overlapped. If it is overlapped, what happened? The sun is focused on the upper leaf, not on the lower leaf. So how the leaves are arranged on the stem? Systematically, mathematically, without any overlapping. What is the main function of phyllotaxy? Each and every leaf on the stem should get maximum amount of sunlight for photosynthesis. Each and every leaf present on the stem should get maximum amount of sunlight required for photosynthesis. So phyllotaxy is of three types. One is alternate phyllotaxy. Second one, opposite phyllotaxy. Third one, whorled phyllotaxy. Whorled may also be called as circular. Alternate may also be called as spiral. First, alternate. This is node, each node having only one leaf. Every node having how many leaves? Only one leaf. Such kind of phyllotaxy is called as alternate. Each node having only one leaf. So the plant that shows alternate phyllotaxy, China rose, mustard and sunflower. China rose, mustard and sunflower. What is the scientific name of China rose? Hibiscus, Hibiscus rosa sinensis. Sinensis is the species name, Rosa sinensis is the species name, Hibiscus is the genus name. Hibiscus. Mustard scientific name, Brassica. Sunflower scientific name, Helianthus. Next, second one, alternate, opposite phyllotaxy. Opposite. Each node having two leaves. Like this. So this is node, each node having two leaves. If each node having two leaves, that is called as opposite. Opposite phyllotaxy. Example for opposite phyllotaxy, Calotropis. And Goa. The scientific name of Goa, Psidium. P silent, Psidium. In Calotropis and also Goa, so every node having two leaves. Next, the third one, whorled or circular phyllotaxy. What is whorled? Each node having more than two leaves, more than two. Each node having more than two leaves. Like this. Each node having more than two leaves. All the leaves are developed from the same point. that is called as node. So example for oral phyllotaxy in NCERT, that gives Alstonia. Alstonia. Oral phyllotaxy is also present in another plant, that is Nerium. Another plant, Hydrilla hydrophyte. Hydrilla hydrophyte. In NCERT it was given Alstonia. So that is about phyllotaxy. So if a node having only one leaf, that is called as alternate. If a node has two leaves, that is called as opposite. If a node has more than two leaves, that is called as oral. Example for alternate phyllotaxy: mustard, China rose and sunflower. Example for oral phyllotaxy: Alstonia. Example for opposite phyllotaxy: Guava and Calotropis. Next, leaf modifications. Modifications of leaves. So leaf modifications are of different kinds. Tendrils, spines, fleshy leaves, phyllodes, insectivorous leaves, like that of 5 kinds. Tendrils, spines, fleshy leaves, phyllodes, and insectivorous leaves. First, leaf tendrils. What is tendril? Long, slender, spirally coiled structure of leaf modification is called as leaf tendril. The tendrils are formed either from the stem or from the leaf. If it is formed on the stem, it is called a stem tendril. It is formed from a leaf, that is called as leaf tendrils. So stem tendrils are formed from either axillary bud or terminal bud. If a tendril is formed either from the axillary bud or from the terminal bud, it is stem tendrils. If tendril is formed from any part of the leaf, that is called as leaf tendrils. So leaf tendrils are formed from any part of the leaf, that is either from the stipules or from the petioles or from the leaflets or from the leaf apex. So any part of the leaf is modified into a petiole, that is tendril. Such kind of tendrils are called as leaf tendrils. So the best example for leaf tendril, pea plant. The best example for pea plant having, that is nothing but leaf tendrils. Which kind of leaves are, which type of leaves are present in pea plant? Simple leaf or compound leaf? Which type of compound? Pinnately compound leaf, like this. These are leaflets. This is petiole and this is rachis. Pinnately compound leaves are present in pea plant. The terminal leaflets are modified into tendrils in pea plant. Terminal leaflets modified into tendrils. Terminal leaflets are modified into tendrils. These are tendrils. Are nothing but terminal leaflets. The terminal leaflets are modified into tendrils in pea plant. Next, second one, spines.